Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today we'll take a look at another talented 90s female artist and what she's doing now. Today's topic is what happened to Mya. We will look at her rise to stardom and how she slowly declined. But before we get into her career, click on that like button and subscribe to the channel below. Alright, let's start from the beginning. Mya Harrison was born on October 10, 1979 in Washington, D.C. Her family was in the music industry, so she was born into it. Mya took an interest in music at a young age and took violin and dancing lessons. She started doing ballet at 2 years old and jazz and tap dancing when she was 4. She got a chance to study with one of the best tap dancers in the country, Savion Glover. She dealt with a lot of adversity when it came to her ethnicity, so she decided to help girls with self-esteem issues and be a speaker in the Secret of Self-Esteem program for adults.
I've been in this business for 20 years. I've heard it all about me and other females too, but mostly the females get scrutinized and the males get praised.
From 1996 to 1998, she was a hip-hop dancer for BET's Teen Summit, and she was also a dance teacher for Camp Springs. Mya's father was a professional musician, and at the age of 15, he helped her with her vocals for singing. They made a demo tape together and hoped to launch her singing career. She caught the interest of the university music president, and she also graduated from high school and attended college, but her main focus was her music career. Mya signed with Interscope Records. She recorded her debut album for 2 years and it was released in April of 1998. She collaborated with Missy Elliott, Babyface, and Dru Hill, just to name a few. Her debut album, Mya, sold 1.4 million copies in the US and was high on the charts at number 29. It went platinum and worldwide sold 2 million copies. Some hit singles were Moving On, It's All About Me featuring Cisco, and My First Night With You. She earned several nominations for the Soul Train Music Awards as well.
It's all about me tonight. Yeah, yeah. I ain't stop loving you, 'cause you're still my food. You're still my food. But you gotta see, tonight is all about me, me, me,
Mya was featured on the Rugrats movie soundtrack in 1998 for Take You There, and the single instantly became a hit. She earned her first Grammy nomination for a collaboration single with Old Dirty Bastard's Ghetto Superstar. This single was a worldwide #1 hit. In 1999, she made her acting debut for film In Too Deep featuring LL Cool J and Omar Epps. She released her second album, Fear of Flying, in 2000, and it came in at number 15 on the Billboard 200. Her single, Case of the X, helped the album become an international hit. The album was re-released and featured 2 new songs, and she received a Soul Train Music Award and MLBO nomination for Best Album. The album sold over 1 million copies and went platinum in the US. She was also featured in Atlanta's The Lost Empire movie soundtrack with her single, Where the Dream Takes You. So for her next music venture, she collaborated with Christina Aguilera, Lil' Kim, and Pink to remake LaBelle's hit single from 1975, Lady Marmalade. It spent 5 consecutive weeks on the Billboard 100 and was nominated for 6 awards and won 2 awards for Best Video from a Film and Video of the Year in the 2001 MTV Video Music Awards. In the following year, they won a Grammy Award for the Best Pop Collaboration with Vocals. In 2002, Mya tried out acting again and played a supporting role in the musical film Chicago, and it made more than $306 million and became a world success. So in 2003, she released her third album, Mood Ring, and it peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200, selling more than 113,000 copies in its first week. My Love Is Like Whoa and Fallin' became hits on the charts, and Mood Ring stayed in the charts for 18 weeks.
so what you think of it? Whoa. Whoa,
The album went gold and sold over 500,000 copies. So in 2004, she dabbled again in acting and had small roles in Dirty Dancing, Havana Nights, and Shall We Dance. Both films performed successfully. In 2005, she was supposed to release her fourth album, but she decided to leave her management and put it on hold. She appeared in another film, Cursed, and guest starred in the second season of NCIS. So moving on to 2006, she co-starred in a romantic comedy film, The Heart Specialist. She also signed a record contract with Universal Motown and began working on her next album. This album was a bit out of her R&B element, and her first single, Lock You Down, featured Lil Wayne. Liberation wasn't successful and underperformed due to budget cuts. In 2007, Maya co-starred in another romantic comedy film, The Metrosexual, but the film only premiered in the Boston Film Festival. In 2008, she appeared in a thriller film, Cover, and a direct-to-DVD romantic film, Love for Sale. She departed from Universal Motown and signed with a Japanese R&B label, Manhattan Records. She released her fifth album with them called Sugar and Spice in 2009. She also played another supporting role in an indie film, Bottle World. Maya took another turn and signed a deal with Young Empire Music Group and released her first mixtape, Beauty in the Streets Volume 1, and it landed on the Billboard charts. And next, she was a contestant on the 9th season of Dancing with the Stars and placed second in the competition. So in 2011, she released her sixth album, Kiss, Keep It Sexy and Simple. It was released in Japan first and then later in the US. The lead single was Earthquake featuring Trina, and the album appeared on the charts. So after some time passed, in 2014, Maya released some EPs on her independent label, Planet 9, for Valentine's Day. Going into 2016, she released her seventh album, Smooth Jones. The album debuted at number 30 on the Billboard charts and received a Grammy nomination. Some singles from the album include Welcome to My World and Team You. Her next album, The Knockout, or TKO, released in 2018, which commemorated the anniversary of her debut album, Maya. In 2019, she co-starred in VH1's reality TV series, Girls Cruise, alongside Chilli and Lil' Kim. She's continued to release singles and stay in the music world up until today, but her rise to stardom is far behind her. She collaborated with rapper Tory Lanez on his album Chai Tape 5, which featured remakes of early 2000 hits, and her most recent released single was Space and Time on May 29, 2020. Other than music, Maya had a Tommy Hilfiger lipstick named after her. She became a spokesperson for Iceberg Jeans and featured in some print ads, and she also signed an endorsement deal with Coca-Cola in 2002. And to add to that, she's also opened for Boyz II Men and Sean Paul while going on tour for herself for her albums as well. Maya has been through it all while being in the music business, from having record labels try to take advantage of her to having rumors spread about her relationship life. She developed Planet 9 because of these issues, and she wanted to be in control of her life and her career.
Being an independent artist, you have the freedom to create as many projects as you want. You can surprise your fans without clearance from anyone. You can craft a mixtape, an EP, one song, a single, a video, put it out on YouTube, an album, whatever it is. If you set a release date, it's coming out on that date because you can do that digitally. However, being an independent label, you have to fund 100% of everything. So either you have an investor or you generate that income somehow.
Planet 9 is her happy place, and she's expected to release another album in 2020. Maya is quite talented, creative, and also well-rounded. She's even downgraded her life just so she could focus on her music, and that to me is a true definition of passion. So thanks for tuning in to watch today's video as we looked at what happened to Maya. If you enjoyed the episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.
Decorate the watch, I'm the type to sling heavyweight on the block in every state like clock.
This show is brought to you by Jam Time Machine Radio, the finest of old school black and pop music. Check out www.jamtimemachine.com and listen to non-stop old school black and pop music. Jam Time Machine Radio, more than just music.